Toy Spot. We're having a look at the NECA Toys Commando action figure. Somewhat similar packaged as some of the Ultimate figures that we've been getting from NECA. This now comes packaged in a big black box complete with a flap on the inside. And you can see the figure on the one side and the physical figure on the other. Really like that. On the front, however, the classic, and I believe that was even on the VHS tape, John Matrix, Commando himself on the front. And on the side, we've got Schwarzenegger Commando 30th anniversary from NECA Toys. And on the back, retired Delta Force operative Colonel John Matrix lives a secluded life with his daughter. When she is kidnapped by a brutal former team member seeking revenge, Matrix must travel to South Africa, or South America I should say, and get her back. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna pay. You can see some of the accessories down below: rocket launcher, pistol, machine gun. He's got it all. Includes, in fact, down below, 2 machine guns, knife, pistol, rocket launcher, and rockets. To check out more from the folks over at NECA Toys, you can go to www.necaonline.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, however, we're going to get a better look at the NECA Toys Schwarzenegger's Commando. There's more heading away, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. For a figure truly to be inspired by the movie Commando, he'd have to come with a ton of accessories, and NECA does not disappoint. Let's have a look at some of the accessories first, and then we will have a look at John Matrix. First things first, got yourself a rocket launcher, and boy oh boy does it ever look fantastic. It's got that aged look to it, US Army M202A1. And of course, with a rocket launcher, you've got to get yourself some rockets going in there as well. And NECA Toys gives you 2 rockets. What you can also do to have a little bit of fun, and there's one of the rockets right there to give you a better look at what it looks like. Kind of a copperish color. But what you can also do too is they give you this, which initially I didn't know what it was. You just plug this on the back though. There we go. And it's rocket exhaust, as if Commander's actually firing off the rocket. A nice touch. Really appreciate that they would have included that. And I think that's this little section. There we go. The section comes out, and John Matrix can hold it. Just fits into his hand. Just get it into his finger grips there. There we go. And you can have him holding, well, he would not be holding obviously a rocket launcher like that. The blast impact would hit him in the face, but he would have it up on his shoulder. Really nice touch. I like that though. So you get that. Put those aside. You got yourself a knife. Silver bladed knife. Almost, let's flip it around there. Almost a greenish gray handle. And I don't think there's a section to house the knife. There are, yes, knives on the back of his vest, but those are not removable. I don't see an actual section. Yes, I do. There it is. For a second, I almost missed it. Knife holds in the front. Also comes with a pistol. You don't see a lot of pistols with little black ends, like as you can see on the barrel itself. A little bit of black paint there. And black handle. Of course, which you could either display in his hand or you can put it into his holster. So really, everything can be housed on him, at least smaller accessories, that is. Rocket launcher could be draped over his shoulder, not while firing off the missile, of course. And then of the last of the accessories, he comes with not 1, but 2 machine guns. And luckily, of course, we've already looked at the one hand, and that just fits into his hand like that. But on the other hand, see what I did there? The other hand fits, and this one's a little harder. It was a G.I. Joe, and I think his name was Pathfinder. He had a very similar gun too. Same problem too, try to get his hand inside. It might even accommodate it better on the other hand. See what again I did there? But you can fit them into his hand. I think what I might end up doing when I display him, This one hand's a little trickier to hold things. As you can see, it doesn't sit. I'll show you what the problem is. One hand is a little more awkwardly sculpted. I guess really it is intended to house this. I say house to hold this particular gun. And again, it just really fights to get in there. Strangely enough, John Matrix here does not come with other hands. On the other hand, he does not come with other hands. So I would have thought they would have given him extra hands. Because again, like this one hand, just a little more on the awkward side. I guess it's more so for holding the rocket launcher. I don't know. But it just seems like it doesn't quite hold stuff the way that it should. That being said, let's have a look at the figure itself. Let's put the accessories aside. It looks quite cool. Not the first Schwarzenegger from NECA Toys. We've of course got ourselves Dutch from Predator. I would want to say to you that it's the same figurehead, but it's not. I don't sadly have Dutch here with me. But it does look like the head is different. The coloring is a lot darker as well. Does it look like Schwarzenegger? I would say yes. Prime also opportunity, I suppose. You could really, I suppose, take the vest off and he would just have his bare skin underneath it. Probably you'd have a whole bunch of residual left from the glue. Maybe I would not advise that, but you could probably makeshift, pretend that this is Dutch if you didn't have a Dutch already. But I think the face is good. It's got that faux sweat look on it where they've slicked, they've given almost like a wet coat, almost not quite a varnish, but you get what I'm saying, like more of like a wet coat paint over top of it, giving it that sweaty, that hot, sweaty look that John Matrix would have. That also carries over into his arms where he's got the camo. Camo's nice. Watch is there too, which again, I feel like this could be a reuse from Dutch. As for the rest of his outfit, he's got like army fatigued pants. Of course, we've already looked at the harness and the vest, which has a lot of stuff on it. You imagine how heavy some of this stuff would have been for Matrix to be carrying into battle. Never got hit, just shooting, killing everybody. But he's walking in with all of this stuff on him. You think he'd be moving as slow as a turtle. Got some grenades, none of which are removable. Of course, we look now at the knife, a couple of different pockets there as well, some little ammo straps. And then speaking of straps, he's got some straps that carry down over his pants and around to the back where we see the faux knives. They are, again, not removable. They're just sculpted in there, but a nice included touch. Figure looks great, though. No qualms whatsoever with the figure. And because it's the new articulation in the figures, you get a lot more posability that you can get from John Matrix here. Speaking of posability, his head is on a ball joint. Lots of motion there. Shoulders hinge out, and there's kind of an inside look at what his chest looks like underneath the vest. Again, I would not probably remove it because there's some glue, no doubt, that's kind of keeping everything together. It's just going to be a mess if you take that off. But the arms would theoretically rotate all the way around. They will slightly compete with the side of his vest. He's got the rotation in the forearm, which also hinges at the elbow. Also rotation in the hand. When it comes to his waist does swivel. Doesn't have a crunch or anything like that. Or if he did have the crunch, it would be concealed and masked off by the vest that he's wearing. And then, pleasant to say, he's got the new ball joint in the legs. Very easy to move there. No swivel point in the top cut of the thigh. However, he does have the bend in the knee, which also allows the rotation in the lower leg. And finally, a hinge and slight pivot in the foot. He's got peg holes on the undersides of his feet, though sadly no display stand included with Matrix here. Good figure, yes. Don't really have any flaws, I would say, with the figure itself. Maybe you know what, maybe if he had come with some alternate hands, but then again, between the Rambos and Dutches that we've got from NECA Toys, I could probably find one close enough that also has a very similar hand to this one. This hand, no issues holding stuff. This other hand, a little weird on the way it's been sculpted. Of course, it probably is to accommodate certain weapons over others, but it just seems like it doesn't want to hold stuff very well at all. So there you go. Today's toy spot, we were having a look at the NECA Toys Commando John Matrix. If you guys are looking to pick this guy up for yourself as well, Spot's going to provide the link down below to Dorkside Toys. They carry a ton of different collectibles and a whole library of different NECA toys, so head over there if you guys want to pick this guy up for yourself. Certainly stay tuned, guys. Spot's also going to have more toy spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.